Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a much requested video from my viewers about my review of what it's like living in lockdown. So I've been living in lockdown for about 5 months now. And it was just something that a few of my friends were doing, and also the government told us we had to. And it's been a mixed bag, I will say that. Not the most straightforward of reviews you're going to see all year. So basically, about mid-March, the government was like,
we're going to need you to go into lockdown.
And I said, yes, I'll do it. And this is for a mixture of reasons, really. First off, as a few of you know, 2020 was always going to be my year of saying yes. And it was just something I wanted to do to embrace my youth. So I was going to say yes to new experiences, yes to exciting times, and yes to everything the government told me I had to do as part of its plan to save our citizens. So in many ways, I was saying yes to a new experience, but also yes to the complete destruction of my personal civil liberties. Which is all part of, saying yes. It just doesn't have to be all positive. There are some negatives, obviously. So I'm just going to be giving my review of lockdown, the highlights, the lowlights, the good, the bad, the ugly, and whether I recommend you go into lockdown too. So what is a lockdown? Well, a lockdown is basically kind of like a holiday in that you go to a place and then you stay there for a bit. In my case, home. I basically had to stay in my flat all hours of the day, every day, for many, many weeks. And that sounds fun at first because you're like,
I don't have to go to work.
But I work from home, so I did still have to go to work. Did you ever play the game 40-40 Home? Where basically the capture would count to 40 and you had to go hide and then he'd try and catch you before you were able to get to the home. Now, the home in this metaphor is your actual home, so it's not a difficult metaphor, you see. And the catcher is the coronavirus. So basically, what you had to do was get back to your home and stay in it before you were caught by the coronavirus. And it's not as fun as it sounds. So yes, you get to wear pyjamas all day. Yes, you get to put on weight with no guilt. Yes, you get to treat yourselves with presents from online shopping.
Because you deserve it.
Also, it's incredibly lonely and soul-destroying being on your own all the time. So what are the activities you have to do in lockdown? Well, first up, you have to stay home. It sounds mad. Is mad,
but you got to do it.
The next thing you have to do as part of lockdown is you have to watch Netflix shows. So for example, at the start of lockdown, there was a show called Tiger King, and I was like, what's that? So I googled it and discovered that it's actually a television show that is on Netflix. It's called Tiger King because it's about a man who likes tigers, but also lions. It's the story of people in America who really like cats and they compete to show off who likes cats the most, and the person who likes cats the most gets the cats. Another thing you have to do in lockdown is go on video calls with your friends and family. Now this was really good for me because over the last few years of doing YouTube, I've become incredibly
socially inept.
So actually talking to a camera was much preferable for me. You have conversations that are really boring because you've done nothing. And so instead, you just talk about the state of the world and how terrifying everything is all the time. So I guess the pros of lockdown are you get to wear your gym gems all the time, you get to be indoors all snugly, and you have plenty of time to contemplate the fragility of life. The negatives are that you never see your friends and family. You don't get to try on clothes before you buy them, and you have to update your will just in case. So in summary, I'd probably give lockdown 2 stars. If I had to do it again, I probably would, because I don't want to spread coronavirus. It's obvious, you have to do it. So if anyone's looking to like go into lockdown, hopefully this helps. Do check out the other videos I've made during lockdown, including one where I alphabetize all of the items in my flat based on their star sign, and the one I filmed where I spent 24 hours in my toilet bowl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! I need to get out. I've got to leave the flat. I've gone mental.